Hi everyone, welcome to Susan's Cooking School. Today we'll be making super easy grilled breadsticks using store-bought pizza dough. The first thing we're going to do is take this out of the refrigerator and let it warm up a little bit so that it'll rest. We're fortunate in our area to have a lot of nice Italian bakeries, and they sell their pizza dough in the local grocery stores. So if you have that in your area, that's what I would recommend doing also. So I'm going to come back in a little bit and just let this warm up to room temperature. Our dough's been resting for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to untie this bag so I can reuse the bag for covering the dough. So I'm going to put a little flour on my board. And dump this dough down. I'll put a little flour on the top. The store-bought dough is rather tight because it's been really resting for a long time. It depends, of course, where you buy it and how it is, but this dough tends to be not very elastic, so you really do need to let it rest and warm up, and then it usually will soften up and stretch a little bit. If I were making pizza with this dough, I would probably let it rest longer than doing what I'm doing now. So I'm just going to flatten this out into a very rough rectangle, and I'm going to cut it into strips. These strips are about 1 inch wide. You can put these in a little oil before you grill them. I usually do that if I'm going to do them in the oven, but on the grill the oil can start to burn on the outside, so I like to put it in the oil after they're cooked when I'm doing it on the grill. If you wanted to make oven-baked breadsticks with these, you could roll them in a little oil right on your sheet pan, and then I usually put spices on them and bake them. But today we're doing them on the grill, so that's a little different. So I'm just going to let these rest a little bit. But before I do, I'd like to try something a little different today, which is I'm going to try to make a stuffed breadstick also. We'll do some plain ones and some with stuffing. So I'm going to flatten this out on the cut side just a little bit. And I have some strips of cheese. I'm using Munster. I'm not going to put too much because it might ooze out on the grill and that could get a mess. And I'm going to take this little bit of parsley and green onion that I did, and then I'm just going to seal these up. I'm just going to roll this a little bit. So let's just do a couple with the cheese. Okay, so I've got these in the middle. I'm going to put a little extra flour to stop these from sticking. And my fire is getting started right now. The Polish chef is starting my fire. And when it's ready, these will have rested enough and poofed up just a little bit. I will take my bag and cover these. I'm going to make some garlic olive oil. We'll do this on the grill too. A little bit more. I always like to make extra because it's really nice to have around. Fresh cloves of garlic. And when our grill is ready, I'll just put this right on the grill with the breadsticks. So our fire is ready. We just have a thin layer of coals. I put my oil with the garlic in there, and I'll put a little cracked pepper in there. So here is our dough ready to go on. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I'll put a little flour on my hands so the dough doesn't stick to me, and I'll just place these on the grill. These are the plain ones without any filling. Here's one with the filling. If the fire's too hot, they'll start to burn before they're fully cooked, but other than that, it's pretty flexible. I'll just take a peek. They're starting to brown. You can turn them around to where the fire is hotter and adjust the heat that way. Check them frequently so they don't burn on you, but even the burnt ones aren't too bad. Give the garlic oil a little swirl now and then. Cheese bubbling out of one of them. These are ready to start coming off. I'll put these right on the serving board. A close-up of the cheese oozing out. All done. It took a while, but the garlic oil is ready too. Ready to eat. Might be hot.
Cheesy. Very good.
Here's an unstuffed breadstick. And just dunk and eat. Thanks for watching, and I really hope you try these. Let me know how they come out.